Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another review of Alchemy of Souls, Light and Shadow. This was a very emotional episode, and it's almost as if they were telling us Ook is finally getting closure, finally moving on from NakSu, but we all know that's not the case, so let's not beat around the bush. Let's get to it. So NakSu the assassin has returned. People on a boat were killed except for one guy who jumped off after seeing a shadowy figure named NakSu. And SoYi was there, so you already know that this is part of their plan. And the guy who jumped off the boat happens to be under SoYi's payroll. Now this rumor of NakSu returning has spread around town pretty quickly, so people are buying charms and putting them everywhere, including their children. I don't think she has enough, mama. Now the king requested Ook to get rid of this rumor, but of course Jinmu was adding some more BS to the king's ears. What if Ook doesn't do anything? He was once married to NakSu, but Ook agrees to take care of the situation. Now this whole situation was of course Jinmu's plan. Surprise, surprise. So the gist of his plan was, it's a soul shifter who looks like NakSu. So even if Ook kills this soul shifter, there's always another one to look like NakSu, so it's a never-ending cycle. And then we have the Queen's Banquet. She only held that event to summon NakSu. This is part of Jinmu's plan. Hold the banquet, summon NakSu, have NakSu kill Buyeon. Ook takes the blame, then Ook and Jinyowan become enemies, and then Jinyowan falls in the hands of Jinmu and the Queen. Now a soul shifter arrived at the banquet, stabs Buyeon, shocking and scaring everybody, but then Buyeon's body just disappears, and then we see this white light just flying away. It happens to be a mouse relic from Jinyowan, who turns into the person after eating their nail clippings. You know, out of all of the relics that we've seen, this is the most weird one. So with the mouse relic plan, it was actually Pak Jun's and Lady Jin's plan, which is awesome, and Ook eventually killed the soul shifter. Now towards the ending, you know, with Ook drinking and him tearing up with the sad music, it felt as if this was Ook's closure for him to move on from NakSu. Even though it wasn't really NakSu, but it felt as if the character is moving on. But again, we all know that's not the case. And there's one thing I want to bring up. Did Mudok just made a small cameo? I'm not talking about the flashback. Now, even though the episode was mainly about Ook and NakSu and closure, there's a big question mark on that, some of the other characters did have their own spotlight. For one, Yul and SoYi, they finally interacted. So apparently, SoYi was sending Yul medicine because of his condition. Apparently, he wasn't taking them. This shocks SoYi because she knows about his condition, but Yul wants to know what's inside his body before he dies. So now we all know what's inside his body, but the fact that he's not taking the medicine and he's accepting death, so this puts SoYi in a very difficult situation, because this is the guy that she likes, really likes. If she didn't, she wouldn't be sending him medicine. And let's not forget, Buyeon / NakSu is getting her memories back ever since she got the jade. It didn't matter if she was holding the red or the blue. Memories were coming back, like, for example, Ook saying, "Marry me," the day that they got the jade. So as long as she has one of the jades, memories will be coming back. Love the episode. Very emotional, even though both Buyeon's and Ook's relationship at the beginning of this was a little rocky, figuratively and literally, but you can slowly see that they are sort of getting closer after the closure, you know, with the whole NakSu rumor situation. But even though they kind of seem like it's closure, you know, for him to move on, that's not really the case though, because I mean, the woman he loves is right there in front of her, but we all know the situation. But I think it's pretty crazy that they kind of made this episode in thinking that he is moving on. Love seeing that some of NakSu's memories are coming back. As long as she has one of the jades, it's all good. Just seeing that one scene where she was listening to Uk's and NakSu's romantic story, she got jealous, and with the whole honey biscuit thing she shoved in her mouth, that was adorable. Yul and SoYi have one complicated relationship. So, a girl sends the guy she likes medicine to keep him alive, but he's not taking it and accepts death. How do you end that? SoYi, I have a feeling SoYi might sacrifice herself to save Yul, or vice versa. Ooh, they might have a sad ending. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the review and the episode. Is there anything I might have missed? Please leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya. Oh yeah, hold up. I did miss out one thing. Park Jin actually made something that was good.